reaching out from beyond the grave with stories to give you the chills. The Kool Ghoul on 66.6 Dead Air Radio. Tonight's tale teaches us that some small towns seem nice on the surface, but appearances can be deceiving. Hey there, groovy ghoulies. It's your talkative terror, the Kool Ghoul. I'd like to introduce you to our new intern, Ryan.
Huh? Oh, hey.
That's it? You're introducing yourself with hey?
Look, man, I'm not thrilled to be here. The place is falling apart, there are bugs, and I'm pretty sure a possum is nesting in the fridge. And aren't you supposed to kill people or something?
One, it's not falling apart, it's atmospheric. And two, shut up.
All I'm saying is you're supposed to be killing anyone who calls in without a scary story. Yet you have me pre-screening calls. I'm questioning the authenticity of your claims.
I don't like you. Caller 13, you're on the air.
Rob stood on the front lawn and admired the house. The place was small, but cheap, and that suited him. He wasn't looking for anything nice. This would be a short-term arrangement. He was 25 and moving back home, but he'd try to make the best of it. To Rob, it was less about his age or feeling like a failure, and more about his hometown. The place was rotten. He was sure of it. You could feel it when you entered the city limits. A sinking feeling, like an undertow. The town wanted to swallow you, lock you away. No matter how far you traveled, Dog River pulled you back. He tried to escape once. Straight out of high school, he packed his bags and headed south for a fresh start. But it didn't work out. And the town's siren song called to him, refusing to let him go. I'm glad you called. We're leaving town for the weekend. The young man climbed out the window of his Cadillac and shook Rob's hand. A pretty blonde sat in the passenger seat. Rob nodded to her, and she smiled back. The owner dropped dead in the field out back, right below the pines that bordered the property. Now his son wanted to sell the last thing tethering him to the town. He was looking to make his escape like everyone else. As far as I can figure, they built her in the 30s. It's a fixer-upper. The son handed him the keys. I like a challenge, at least the idea of one. Most of the houses in the town were old anyway. Most everything is old in this town. He patted Rob on the shoulder and climbed into the car. Rob listened to the girl squeal as the car sped down the road. He sighed and unloaded his life from the truck. The move was easy. He lived a Spartan existence. All of his belongings fit into the back of his truck, and he'd buy what he didn't have from the thrift store in town. By sunset, he moved everything into the house and unpacked what he needed for the next few days. He set his fold-out camp chairs on the back porch next to the beer cooler. His reward for a hard day's work. Rob popped open a camp chair, then popped open his drink and sat down. His brother Dan was supposed to help him move in and share in the beer, but as usual, he failed to show. Rob told him he didn't need the help, but Dan insisted he'd be there. Oh well, Rob took a long tug of beer and admired the sunset. At least the view was nice, he thought. He watched the sun shrink behind the stand of pine trees, where he saw it, a flickering white speck high in the trees. The thing hung from tree branches like a child's kite, whatever the thing was. Rob walked across the porch and the field to the trees. He grabbed a branch and climbed. When he reached the spot, the thing was gone. A trick of the light. He walked back towards the house, sat in the chair, and grabbed his beer. The thing was back. The hell is that? He leaned forward and squinted like it'd help him see better. The orb dangled among the branches. The light it made spun, twinkle, and flickered. He walked to the trees, the orb never leaving his sight. He climbed the tree, pushing through the branches, to the spot he was sure he'd seen it. Nothing. Rob searched the tree, but couldn't find anything. The orb disappeared. What the hell are you doing in that tree? His brother Dan stood on the back porch, one of Rob's beers in his hand. I keep seeing this light in the trees. The thing is, it's gone before I climb up. What are you talking about? You're up there with it. The cold light of the orb crept over his shoulder. Something clapped Rob on the back. Welcome to Dog River. He saw the town of Dog River, and the light drifting through the sky, catching in the trees. The orb drew closer. We can never leave, even in death. The town always calls you back.
If you kill your callers, the quality of the show is going to go down. Thanks for calling. Ugh. Talk about a forever home. Who'd want to live in a small town anyway? The city is so much better. It's full of wonderful... people? Oh. Well, that's it for the show. If you enjoyed it, give me a like and subscribe for more monthly spooky content. And click that little bell icon so you know when the next show is out. I'll be waiting right here for the next 13th caller.